Hello and welcome back, and let's just say I've done a lot of shopping. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As you can tell, this is just another pickups video. It's been over 2 months since my last one, and I've accumulated a lot of stuff and clothes since then, so much so that I'm actually going to be splitting this into 2 separate videos at some point. I'm not really sure where, but I'll let you all know in the editing process. I'm going to be going through these clothes top down, starting with outerwear, I think. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So not all of these pickups could be hidden from the general public. Not like I have a super strong following who's like watching to see what new things I've gotten, but this is the 2002 Lanvin Blazer or like cardigan thing that I got a couple months ago on TheRealReal. I will be putting all the prices up here again, and like where I got things. I'm all about transparency, as you guys know. So yeah, I got this from TheRealReal. It's from Albert Elbaz's first collection with Lanvin. If you have not seen it, I would suggest checking out my video on Albert Elbaz, his life and career as a fashion designer. In that video, you can see a little bit more of this if you're interested, but it's basically just a alpaca, wool, and polyamide blend. It has these thick buttons right here, these super long ribbons, and yeah, I'm gonna be trying to go through these things a little bit faster. Oh, raw edges as well everywhere. It's quite long, as you can tell. If you want a little bit more background on this, or Albert Elbaz, or his design process or anything, yeah, I would definitely suggest checking out that video. And speaking of which, let's get into the next piece. So this next piece is also from Lanvin and Albert Elbaz. It is a like cardigan slash blazer, herringbone, I think like wool, cashmere, and silk or something. I lied, it's cashmere, linen, and silk, and it is from 2004. And yeah, if you guys want exclusive access, I guess, or to buy some of my clothes, I'm actually going to be putting this up on Grailed and eBay and Poshmark and Depop, really anywhere I can to get some views. And I'm going to be selling this because I don't think it fits me perfectly, and although it is nice for the collection, I'm trying to get rid of a few things. I've definitely not been adhering to a policy of 1 in, 1 out when it comes with clothing. It's usually like 35 in, 1 out. So this is something I'm going to try to get rid of, and I was waiting to sell it until I showed you guys to make sure that I still had it by the time I recorded this video, because I've been a bit busy. But yes, really, really cool. And if you want to check it out, I'll put links in the description for the different areas I'm selling this, and there will be a few, like 1 or 2 other things I'm actually going to show that I will be selling. So next up is a blazer, double-breasted blazer, perhaps from the 80s, I'm not really sure, from, well, let me figure this out, from Perry Ellis. It is 100% camel hair. It is a great weather-resistant fabric. I think it's actually like used for raincoats a lot, but it pills a little bit. Either way, I found this for $15 in the discount or clearance section of a consignment store here in Chicago. I was really excited, so hopefully you'll be seeing me right now try this on. I think it looks really cool, like an 80s, 90s Armani aesthetic, if you will, and I just like that kind of like loose fitting, but also like really comfortable blazer. And for $15, you can't go wrong. So that's this. Okay, this next piece is a Michael Kors collection made in Italy. I guess like black, silky, I'm not really sure the fabric because the fabric tag has been pulled off, but shirt jacket. Really hard for me to explain this. I found this once again at a lovely consignment store in Chicago, I think Cynthia's Consignment, and I thought it was really cool. It has these epaulettes up on the shoulders. It has a really, really tight, slim fitting, almost like boned structure in it, just with all of the stitching that you can see. Let me see if I turn it around. You can kind of see all of the stitching that curves in and defines the waist. I wanted to support the store. I spent a lot of time looking through things, and it was a women's only store, so there wasn't too much they sold that I could actually wear. I thought this was really cool, and I made the purchase. I've not been able to figure out anything about the collection or really any details about this jacket or shirt at all, but it looks cool. Yeah, I know it's high quality. As I've spoken to a bit before, the brand of Michael Kors collection has some really high quality stuff. I think I have one other thing from them later on in this video or the next video perhaps. But yeah, that's this shirt jacket. It's also super crinkly, I must add. I have no idea how to get rid of this, or if it's intentional or not. I'll bring it to a dry cleaner at some point just to ask them what they think about it or what they think it might be made of. They might have some ability to tell better than I do. But for now, this is it. The next thing I wanted to show is this Helmut Lang blazer. I think it's called like the Mandala wet printed blazer, but it has this crazy psychedelic print all the way through. These really cool like black like fabric slits in the back that make it super geometric. On me, it has a bit of cropped sleeves, I know, which isn't ideal. It is a woman's blazer, but if you can tell, I don't even know how I can make this show up. It is so much different in person, but the fabric just has a kind of sheen to it that makes it look almost like water, like wet. I just don't know the processes or the fabric construction that's necessary to make it look like this, but it's really fantastic. The details are insane everywhere in this print. And I had seen it in person at a different consignment store, so I kind of looked for it. It's very rare that I actually find something in a store or I see something and I'm like, I need that. But just the way that this looks in person is so unique. So after I found it in a consignment store, I went on eBay, when I went on Poshmark and I looked around and I found one in a slightly smaller size and I found it for like a really good deal and I thought it was really cool. So that was that. So this next pickup might be one of the favorite things I've gotten in a really long time, but it is I believe 90s Thierry Mugler jacket. Wool jacket. It has these star buttons that are unbelievably heavy. Let me see if I can. And they curve around the jacket, define a waist really tightly. They have these beautiful teardrop zippers along the sleeves. It is completely lined, pretty comfortable, and I just think it's so unbelievably cool. I found it once again in a consignment store in Chicago, and I had seen this blazer in this consignment store well over a year ago and thought it was so cool, like so unbelievably cool. And then I got there maybe a month ago or a month and a half ago, right at the end of the school year, right after finals, and I wanted to treat myself a little bit, and then I got in and they said 70% off anything that is the color black, and I couldn't pass up. So I went to the rack where I knew it had been. I found it almost immediately, and I had to buy it. So it was like $488 or something on the tag. I was never gonna pay that much for it, but 70% off, I think I got it for about $150, and that felt absolutely worth it to me. So this is a very special occasion kind of jacket, I guess, but really, really cool. Glad to have found it. And I now own something from Mugler, who's like, obviously Mugler by Casey Cadwallader right now is a super important brand, and he was a really fantastic designer in the 80s and 90s. Now, not everything that I get is as interesting or as wild as the others, but this is a blazer, pretty basic. It was in my size, once again at a consignment store in Chicago. Ironically enough, Elliott Consignment is the name. It's one of my favorite places to go. And this is a gray blazer from the brand Sisley. I'd never really heard of it before, but it was in their super clearance rack, and I got it for $15, and I thought it fits really nicely. It's kind of a more technical fabric. I'm gonna actually look for one second. 90% cotton and 10% silk. I don't know, I just kind of needed I didn't need a casual blazer that can go with anything, and I thought this was made very well. It fit me nicely, and for $15, I really, I couldn't pass up. So that's this. Okay, next is this was an interesting purchase. I'm really not sure I needed to make it, and I really wish I had actually brought it to the dry cleaner before I'm showing you guys, but it is a Lanvin, tag's falling off, Lanvin track jacket. It has this L on the sleeve over here. This thing needs to be dry cleaned so bad. I don't know why someone on Grailed would sell this like this. He said, take it to the dry cleaners in the description. I was like, oh, okay. I guess he just won't wash it, but I should. Oh my goodness, there's like stains. There's like bad stains on this. So I'm not gonna wear this before I bring it to the dry cleaners. But for $30, and let me check, what does it say? Made in Italy. This is a very, very nice, really flowy track jacket. It is newer Lanvin. It's not Albero Baz. I believe it's probably only a couple years old. But I wanted a kind of like a really easy spring, just like throw on jacket. And this looks cool. It's got a black stripe down the side and really, really high quality zippers, a zipper pocket. And yeah, that's this. It's in really raggedy condition right now. And hopefully by the time you're seeing me wear it in the like second day footage, it will be dry cleaned. There might also be a message here that says it wasn't dry cleaned, and this is just what it looks like for like 3 seconds. But $30, I mean, I can't believe that. It's just so cheap. I really hope nothing like awful happened in this jacket. Okay, so I'm back. This is like maybe 10 days later actually. I realized I bought something that I want to talk about. So I'm gonna show that now. And it's this. Yeah, this is big. So for the first time in a really long time, I went into a store where they sell new things. I went to Nordstrom Rack, and I wasn't really planning on buying anything, but this was a deal I just couldn't pass up. Clearly, there's a defect with the fact that the tag's missing, but this is Sies Marjan. Rest in peace. I know the brand is no longer around. But when they were around, Sander Lack, I believe is his name, the creative director, I mean, they dealt with some really beautiful colors and silhouettes and just like really loud shapes. So I liked the brand. I thought they were cool, and I found this in Nordstrom Rack. And not only did I find it in Nordstrom Rack, I found it for, here, $192. A lot of money, especially for something that's synthetic. This is actually a synthetic fabric, which is not something I normally go for, but I thought it was so cool. The shape is so interesting. There's so many different ways that you can wear it, and it was 92% off. So this had been returned by someone else, but the original retail was $2,200, as far as I'm aware, from like looking at websites and stuff. It has gone on sale, of course, but for $192 in new condition, it was still have the tags on. I felt that it was a deal I couldn't pass up on. I still might return it depending on events that pan out later this week, but for now, I'm really happy with this. Hopefully you're like watching me like wear it in the footage. The collar here, and the collar has the closure on it as well, and yeah, I don't know. There's epaulettes on the shoulders. You can wear the sleeves like normally, or you can like put your arms through the holes that aren't in the sleeves, and you can just kind of wear it as like a cape almost. And there's, I don't even know, this nice contrast stitching. I love this like burgundy color. I think the collection this is from was basing the colors off of nail polish. But yeah, that's enough about this jacket. I'm happy I found it. We'll see what actually ends up happening, but I wanted to show it to you guys before I guess I started editing the video. So that's this jacket. Now, lastly, for outerwear, it's winter, so it's winter? Oh my god. It's summer. I don't need to be buying outerwear at all, but I guess a great tip for saving money is to buy your summer clothes in the winter and your winter clothes in the summer, so that you save money on the sales that are happening, because everyone kind of wants to get rid of their winter stock. You can follow what I'm trying to say. But this is a blazer from Gauche. I believe it is Tom Ford era, but I could also be wrong. It's hard to date this. This is a men's blazer in my size. It is 100% cotton, but has this unbelievably nice chevron detailing around the entire jacket. I really, really liked the cut. It has 5 buttons on the sleeve, which is not necessarily, I think normally there's only 4 or 3 buttons, so I thought that was interesting as well. They're all really nice buttons. They all say like Gauche on them. It's cool. It's a really nice blazer, and they had this at $225, marked down 50%, and then I also had been to their other store previously that day. The man at the counter said, give this business card and you can get another 15% off at the other store. So $225 minus 50% minus another 15, I ended up paying only $105 with taxes for this. And I thought that was a really, really good deal. And hopefully I can find a cool occasion or two to wear this. So that's this Gucci blazer. Hopefully you got some good footage. And I'm really happy with this. I know I've been recently collecting a lot of Tom Ford Gucci, and probably in a few minutes you'll see something else I got from, or a few other things that I got from Tom Ford's area Gucci. If you can help me ID this, or you know anything about this blazer, or you don't think it's Tom Ford, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's move on to sweaters. Okay, first sweater is this cable knit from, I believe, Polo Ralph Lauren. It is 100% cashmere, and it has leather elbow patches. I've never owned a sweater with elbow patches. I think it's like a very cool academia professor, maybe just like TA aesthetic. I feel like I go for the teacher's assistant aesthetic a little bit too much sometimes, but in like a cool drippy way, I guess. So I found this on Poshmark. It doesn't have a actual label, but I saw the 100% cashmere label. Here, I'll try to show you guys. And it's in that same like blue color. It's in that same kind of font as other Polo sweaters and things that I've seen. And it was also in a cable knit. It gives very much Ralph Lauren aesthetic. So I pulled the trigger for $18 after submitting an offer. I submitted an offer. I did not like pull the trigger. I submitted an offer for $18 and it was accepted pretty quickly. And I was like, great. And it's really soft. I own one other cable knit from Polo Ralph Lauren, and I was really happy to get this other one, especially for so cheap. But I should probably be getting rid of some other sweaters that I don't wear as much in order to fit this into my closet. And let's move on to the one other sweater that I got. This sweater is enormous. I found this at another consignment store, actually. It's a Tommy Hilfiger collection from fall winter 2014, massively oversized turtleneck sweater. I'm actually keeping it folded right now because it's really difficult to like refold this, but here is the collar or like turtleneck itself, and here it is the tag, the Hilfiger collection made in Italy. It is a wild mix of wool, mohair, polyamide, and a little bit of cashmere. It's basically split down the middle with this really interesting multicolored like blue, navy, and white cable. They're not even cable knit, just knit on this side, and this side is a traditional white cable knit. I think the material or like the fabric is the same between the both of them. It's just the dyeing process that is different, but really interesting. I'll show a picture of it on the runway somewhere here. And you can see on me, it's super oversized. I think it kind of has like a almost like Raf Simons aesthetic to it. I just thought it was way too cool to pass up on. Found it for like $50. No extra sales on that, but $50. I thought it was really, really cool. So yeah, that's this sweater, and it's one of the more interesting ones I own. If some of you guys have seen my sweaters video, shameless plug once again, I'm gonna put it up here or something. I talk about a Victor and Rolf oversized turtleneck that I also have, which is tan. Here's a picture of me wearing it, and it's one of my favorite sweaters. I think it's so cool. I think the oversized sweater, maybe it's a little bit trendy right now, but maybe that's also for a reason. It's just, they have a really cozy vibe. It's really nice to just like snuggle up in them, and they also kind of have an edge too, or they can have an edge. So that's my little spiel. And let's move on to shirts. Now, I wasn't lying. Here is another Gucci Tom Ford pickup. So this is, as we can see, Gucci made in Italy. And one second, I do this every single time when people ask. No one asks me about how I know. But here is the tag, Zema Sport for Gucci. Here. Come on, work with me. 96. So, it is from 1996. It is a denim shirt. I believe it is women's. It has these really nice gold buttons. Gucci all hello. The buttons say Gucci on them, if you can tell. So they're cool. It has contrast stitching. It's in a generic middle to dark wash, and it's really nicely fitted as well, just like that Michael Kors blazer, not blazer, shirt, jacket. It has this kind of really tight around the waist fit. I think it's really cool. I love the Western kind of like super large and like flared out collars on these kinds of shirts. They're really nice to wear, a little bit maybe like unbuttoned, like almost all the way down. The gold details are really nice on it, as the gold buttons also on the sleeve. And yeah, it's either a great layering piece or just a great thing to put on top as like a simple statement. I was really happy to find this. I found it on Grailed. I think the guy, some people just don't know what they have on their hands. Remember to, if you want to, check out my video. Wow, this is like so many plugs in one video on how to find designer clothing for like 95% off or something. But this is not Runway. I don't think this is Runway. There's a few other examples of this that have been for sale or are for sale on like eBay and other secondhand websites, and they're going for a lot of money, like upwards of $600-700, I think. And I was really happy to have found this on Grailed for I think $55. Is that what it was? Yes, $55. So that's this Gucci Tom Ford 1996 denim shirt jacket. So we had Gucci Tom Ford, and now we have YSL Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche. This is a really simple dress shirt. It has French cuffs, so I have my little, did I already talk about this shirt? I don't know, but I have my little E cufflinks. Very happy about those. And I don't really know what else to say. Oh no, it needs to be dry cleaned. All of my things need to be dry cleaned, to be fair. But it is a gray cotton shirt. It is in my size. I really like, once again, it's just like the subtle details of like the flaring out, the curve of the collar. I think it looks really good, and it's a bit tight on me, but I think it looks tight in like a really just like well-fitting, well-tailored way, because it is my size in terms of like dress shirts. So I think this is just the way that the brand wanted, or the designer wanted it to fit. This could be Tom Ford's era. This also could be, was Eddie Slimane at YSL? Yeah, so this also could be Eddie Slimane's era. I'm really not sure. It's kind of hard to date it just because it's kind of a simple shirt. Hopefully you can see me wear it, but it has yeah, just these really nice buttons as well. I think when it comes to dress shirts, it's hard to find something that stands out, and you never really want something that stands out, especially for like a work kind of attire. But these little details are really what I enjoy about this stuff. So nice buttons, nice stitching, an interesting collar, a great fit. It's what matters. So yeah, that's this shirt. Next thing I have is a t-shirt from Marc Jacobs. It is a Chicago t-shirt. I found this on eBay. I thought it was so cool. It has a bunch of planes in multiple colors, and on the back it has the location of where his store used to be. It is now closed, out of business. It has been for multiple years. So I think he just sells, I don't think he has a flagship in Chicago anymore. I think Marc Jacobs just sells in like department stores here. But really cool, and it's a nice men's t-shirt, really soft, really flowy. Honestly, not too much to it, just a good looking casual t-shirt, and I really like the fade on the gray, but I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff. I know there's some people who really like getting into that kind of like, oh, the fading on this is sun fading and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I don't know enough, but it's cool. It's great graphic tee. So next I have another shirt from Marc Jacobs. Very simple. I'll keep some of the t-shirt stuff easy, but it has this like skeleton man riding one of those like old bicycles, and it says "Ride to Live" in like old Gothic font. I got this for like $13 on eBay as well. Also, it's funny, it has this like Jacobs by Marc, Jacobs for Marc by Marc, Jacobs in collaboration with Marc, Jacobs for Marc by Marc Jacobs. I think it's like a meme. It's just a joke about, I don't know, how like designers like putting their names all over everything always. So just went a little bit in depth, and yeah, for $13 it's a nice soft cotton tee. And I think the graphic's cool. I enjoy biking, so Ride to Live or something like that. I don't really know. So that's that. Very simple. Next, I'm going to keep this unbelievably short, but it is a standard James Perse t-shirt, size 2, $5. Found it in a consignment store. Sometimes you just want a really simple gray t-shirt or like white t-shirt, and James Perse is made in the USA. Really, really simple, kind of like sometimes loungewear, but also just like very, like they have their basics covered. And yeah, I found it a size 2, which I believe is like equates to like a small medium in American sizing. So really nice. And yeah, that's this t-shirt. It's just a gray t-shirt, and it's cotton, and it's soft, and I like it. So now we have another shirt. It was in my summer lookbook. If you want to watch that, plug again. I can't hide all of the things I buy just because like I need to make videos and these things work. But it is a Helmut Lang white like shirt, but it's like backless, and it has this like strap detail on the back. I think it's really cool for like the summertime, or like a late summertime thing, if that makes sense. But it's, I don't know, it's just it's really nice. It has kind of like these like frayed edges, so you might be able to tell. I don't know what it's made out of because the fabric tag once again has fallen off. But it's not it's like newer-ish Helmut Lang. I think it's made in China. It's not anything like archival or anything like that. But it was really cool. I found it on eBay. Again, it fit me. It's like very loose and flowy. How much was it? It was $16. You've been able to see that whole time. But yeah, it was 16 bucks. And I also like that it has a kind of like, I don't really put the collar up all the way because it's like difficult, but it has almost like a mandarin-y or like very simple flat collar. So yeah, that's this shirt. Let's move on to the next. This next shirt I also got at Elliott Consignment in Lincoln Park, I think, in Chicago. But it is a Robert Graham shirt. I mean, come on. This is so wild. I love the print. It was $20, I want to say. It's 20 bucks. And I don't know. It just feels so fun, so summery, so, I don't know, just wild. Very Miami, very crazy, very like, I don't know. It's definitely not chic. It's a little bit old school, but I think the colors that they're using, vivid, like watercolors almost, really, really cool. So yeah, for 20 bucks and like this like slightly oversized flowy fit, I thought it was a great purchase. And hopefully you can see me wearing it over here, or just right now you're watching me wear it. And I think it's like easy to style with some nice flowy pants, which is, as you guys may know, I have an unbelievable amount of flowy pants. So that's great. And yeah, next. This shirt was also in my summer lookbook video, but it is, I don't think I actually like, maybe the brands were in it, but it is a Ralph Lauren purple label linen shirt. I had been looking for a linen shirt for a long time. Linen's a fantastic summer material because it's just so breezy and airy, and like you're not gonna get like super sweaty and gross in linen. So it's a linen shirt. It's so soft because it's from Ralph Lauren purple label, made in Italy. I found this in my size on eBay on an auction. The starting bid was $20, so I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna pay attention to it. And then when there was an hour left or something, I put in a $20 bid, and no one else bid the entire time. But it was such a lucky purchase. It fits me really nicely. I'm gonna be inserting some footage from that summer lookbook because it's easier for me to do that. But really, really nice, and I was super happy to get this. And my friend from school has this exact same shirt in his size that he found at a consignment store around here. So it's cool. We can match or something. Okay, next up is something that I am selling. Here is a 2003, let me back up, a 2003 Archive Helmut Lang shirt. This is back when Helmut Lang was actually designing. I can't find the collection or the runway it's from. I don't think it's a runway piece, but it has these really crazy like neon orange or red crosses or plus signs around the front, really nicely printed. This like moon or circle thing, I'm once again not sure what that is either. And the back is filled with more plus signs, but it is definitely Helmut Lang. It's definitely real. We have the old white label, made in Italy. It is a very interesting, like almost like jersey material, as you guys can see. The way it has like these kind of holes, it's really nice and airy and summery. And I can tell that it's from 2003 because when I open up the tag, like I always do, 03, right there. And I looked up some other stuff from Helmut Lang 2003 just to confirm, and they all have that same number right there. So I trust other Helmut Lang archivists more than I do, and if any of you are watching, odds of that are quite rare, but if any of you guys know where this is from, let me know. I'm not going to disclose where I found this or where I got it from. Secret source out here, but this is for sale on Grailed. If you want to check it out on Grailed and give it a like, maybe help me sell it to someone, go ahead. So yeah, that's this shirt. Very cool. Last shirt that I got, also from a consignment store in Chicago, is this green and blue Pierre Cardin boutiques. Like, I don't know, just like flannel or a dress shirt. I also like this because interesting-ish colors, really sharp point. I like the angles. It has, once again, nice buttons. Every single one of them says like Pierre Cardin and has that kind of like logo thing right there. The shirt just fits like really nicely on me. I like it. It's super soft cotton. I think it's cotton. It might be wool actually, or some kind of like flannel-y cotton material, but I liked the detail on the stripes. I think it looked good. The pocket switches up the stripe pattern to just give a little bit of a detail. And yeah, just in general, a nice cheap shirt that I got for 20 bucks, I think. So that's it for shirts. I think we're now moving on to like shorts and pants. And yeah, this is actually it. I'm cutting this video here. This has been way too much. So if you want to, tune into the next video, which I should upload maybe just like a day or two after this one. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for bringing me to like 200 subscribers. We're going like crazy out here. You guys are supporting the channel so much, especially that Tom Ford video and the women's pants video. They're both doing like incredibly well. And let me know in the comments anything that you guys want me to do. I've already taken a few suggestions from people who want different kind of like fashion history videos, etc. And yeah, I'm down to do whatever. I mean, I can film and edit whatever you guys want, and I'm just here to, I don't know, I'm here to entertain, let's say. So thanks for watching, and tune into the next video if you want to see the pants and the shoes. I've gotten a lot of shoes and the accessories that I have left. So bye.